There's a huge number of different examples there of the kind of things you guys have been writing in the last 24 hours. And what these all are examples of text types. These are all text types or genres of text. And here's a list I kind of came up with. And this was mirrored here, things like CVs or letters of applications, exams, emails, essays, shopping lists. Someone actually said shopping list, didn't they? Reports, lecture notes maybe, greetings cards or e-cards, phone messages, recipes, for those of you who are kind of keen cooks, forms or questionnaires, SMS or text messages. What about things like web comments? How many of you have commented on a blog entry in the last 24 hours? How many of you have written a blog entry in the last 24 hours? One person in the comments there said they'd written a tweet. I wonder how many of you have updated your Facebook status update in the last 24 hours. I know that I have. These are all examples of the kind of things that you've written in the last 24 hours, but these are also the kind of things that our students need to write. This list and the examples that you've come up with are, in a sense, very representative of what all written communication is these days. And in a sense, this is the kind of stuff we need to be focusing on in terms of written communication for students, I would argue. And I'm quite sure that if all of us look at this list of text types, how many of those do we regularly focus on in class as common writing tasks? Do we do Facebook status updates as a common writing task? Do we do tweets? Do we do blog entries? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. It's always interesting in this kind of, when we're thinking about this kind of thing, to think about the Common European Framework. The Common European Framework is very much a kind of part of our everyday lives as teachers, or for many teachers. We see, we're often referred to the Common European Framework, the different levels, the A1, B1, C1 levels. And we talk about these can-do statements. And these are just 3 examples from the Common European Framework related to writing. It says, I can write about events and experiences in a detailed and easily readable way. I can write simple standard letters. I can write personal letters describing experiences, feelings, and events in some detail. Now, I've looked into this, and please do correct me if I'm wrong, because I may well be, but I cannot find a single mention of the word email in the Common European Framework can-do statements. Now, there could be numerous reasons for that. In a sense, with email being the most prevalent form of communication, written communication for many of us, and it's not overtly expressed there within the Common European Framework, is there a risk that we leave that kind of stuff out, that we don't focus on it enough? Now, my argument would be that we need to sort of look at different ways of deciding what we can focus on and what our students should be able to do in terms of their written communication.